Hi everybody, welcome to Khong Driving. We are actually in Bandar, Malaysia, or where the old Sungai Besi airport used to be. And what I see here is we are at the start line. But start of what? This looks very exciting, but we don't know what it is. But wait, there's something wrong with this start because the R is in red. I wonder why. We're actually at the launch of the new Honda Civic Type R, the FL5. So guys, if you are ready, let's start. The letter R is very important to Honda. It denotes the performance part of its cars, and it all started with the Civic Type R. In 1996, Honda decided they want to enter into competition, and they developed the first Civic Type R. So it was based on a 1.6-liter Honda hatchback, the EK9. Today, it is still very popular, and if you want to buy one today in mint condition, the original EK9 R is going to cost you above 200,000 ringgit, and even then you're not sure whether you can get one. So certainly this car will go down into history as a very famous, and is going to be a collectible. In 2007, Honda replaced the EK9 with the FD2R. This time is built on a sedan body, 4 doors, and it has a 2-liter very high revving, redlined at 8,000 RPM. Very powerful engine, about 220 horsepower at that time, and torque of 230 Newton meters. And drive is again to the front with a 6-speed manual gearbox, whereas the old EK9 had a 5-speed. So this car has also made a great name for itself, and today you still have to pay about 200,000 for this car, which is now about 16 years old. Yeah, so they are not as rare as the EK9, but they will still fetch a very good price. And once you get your hands on one, there's a high chance you will never let it go. From 2007, there was a 10-year gap. Of course, there was a facelift in between, but in 2017, Honda came out with the FK9 R, and this time is based on a hatchback, but it's still a 4-door. With new safety regulations, the body is heavier, but they've also made it wider and put in bigger wheels, and also increased the power by the addition of a turbocharger, and it now produces 310 PS and 400 Newton meters of torque. Drive is again manual to the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. Hey guys, welcome to Khong Driving. We are in Bandar, Malaysia, and this is the launch site of the all-new Honda Civic Type R FL5. And this is it, guys. So if you can recognize it, this is actually based on the Civic FE, but it's called the FL because it is a hatchback. But this car is not so much about looks, although on an overall sense of view, it has become more mature. Just as the FE was more mature from the FC, and that was the previous FK, FC and FK. So the FE was seen as a more mature model, and so now the FL is the same. So it doesn't look so boy racer, but the car is more powerful. You have 319 PS and 420 Newton meters of torque. That gives you immense power, and drive is to the front wheels through an upgraded 4-cylinder turbocharged VTEC engine from the Honda group. Yes, it's a carryover from the previous car, but it has been upgraded. So you look at the front, man, feast on the front. It looks really good with a honeycomb, and of course this is the red symbols, and the most important one is R. And why? Because this one costs you 399,900 ringgit. Now that's easily the most expensive Honda we've seen here. So let's take a look and see what else makes it different. So we're gonna look at the body here, but I want to tell you also that this FL5 is also very safe because it is maxed out on the Honda sensing. So everything that Honda sensing has is here, and so you don't have to worry lah. But for me, I will turn all of it off except maybe the ABS, but it's a personal thing. Anyway, you get 19-inch wheels with 265/30 series ZR19 tires, very narrow but very good for grip. You have 4-pot Brembos as standard and huge brakes. This one I don't have the size, but it looks like at least 380 mm. I may be wrong, but it looks like 380 plus mm thick. So these brakes will provide the main stopping for the car. I'm actually waiting to take this up the mountain, man. Okay, so along the sides, you get little embellishments here that make it look very nice and good. And at the rear, you get a very simple, looks like a floating caliper, single pot, and also disc brakes. So as you know, 80% of the braking is in the front, and at the back here is just to support. Also, it has got multi-link. Front is McPherson struts, back is multi-link, and along the side I missed out, there's a little nice little spoiler at the bottom, and at the top here you get the hatchback look and a very nice spoiler. This is a fixed spoiler. Then of course the rear lights are slightly different from the FE, and you get a Type R. At the bottom you get the same 3 exhaust pipes and a little diffuser. Okay, let's take a look from the engine back. This is the engine, 4-cylinder VTEC turbocharger. You can see the turbo in the front and lots of aluminum to lighten it, and also the struts look good, and there is a strut bar that goes from this side to this side. So this is a very rigid body. So most of the weight is just in front of the front wheels. So there's not much difference in the construction between this one and the FK8, but I think this could be a new chassis. But as you can see, the chassis members are all built inside the car. Whatever is outside is just cladding. Yep, looks like it's aluminum and is very lightweight. Look at this. Okay, so let's just drop the bonnet. Okay, let's move to the driver's compartment. Okay, let's get into the most important seat in this car. That's the driving seat. So looking at it from here, this is the main difference, and this is what is good about this, because this is the Type R seat and it will hold you in this car very well so you can drive better. So let's just get in. So it is a bucket, and most important is, yes, it is adjustable for the rake and also the seat height and also the Distance, steering wheel, yes, adjustable in, out, and up, down. Not a lot up, but a lot down. And so for those of you who complain, this is a 399,900 ringgit car and it's got mechanical seats. So stop asking for electrical seats. I'm perfectly fine with mechanical. So the driving position is very, very familiar and not a problem. Those of you who drive Civics will be very comfortable here. The only difference is you have to learn how to use a stick shift. So I see here 6-speed manual, drive mode button. So there are few drive modes. Meter is electronic and digital. So well, now what is important here is that this car now has data logging. So you can check your lap times, you can check your G forces, you can also monitor your temperature, your boost, and so it data logs whatever you drive, and so with that you can help to improve your own driving times. Okay, so at the back there's not much difference, but we'll take a look very quickly. So at the front, this is the most important thing, yeah, and yes, it fits all the criteria, and also important is the heel and toe. So driving position is good, and this seat really holds me in. Would I buy this? If I had the money, without a doubt. Okay, let's take a quick look at the back. Okay, let's get into the back seat, and that seat is to my position. There's plenty of leg room. So this is very much the same as the standard Civic, except that of course you get slightly better seats and red trim. But the main action for this car is in the front. The rear really doesn't matter, but you can sit 4 to 5 people. And finally, in the rear, you get your wiper, of course, and your lights. The boot is just mechanical. This is a performance car, not too fussy. And you get the normal boot, and this is a very unique. I don't know if this is the same as the FE, but it's a little pull-out tonneau cover. And at the back here, there is no spare tire. It's just blank. Although, let me tell you, there is room for you to put in a little space saver if you want. Alright, so this part of the car is not so interesting. Most interesting is in the front and all the goodies that come with it. Okay guys, that's our very quick take on the all-new Honda Civic FL5 Type R. It's 399,900. A little bit steep, more than what I expected, but there are lots and lots of takers, and unfortunately there are only 19 units available, this being the 20th I think, for 2023. And those who have booked their cars will have their allocation by balloting. It's like a lucky draw. So for those 19 people, congratulations. For the rest of you, you can keep your booking there and wait for 2024 delivery. And for those who are interested to book, well, get to YS Khong Driving, give me a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609 and we'll try to get you one place in the queue. Alright then, thanks for watching, and till we meet again, bye bye.